Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived with her mother in a house near the woods. They were poor. One day, they discovered that they had nothing left to eat. The little girl wanted to distract herself, so she wandered off into the woods to play. She was so hungry. Her stomach rumbled. She sat down and sobbed silently in despair. Suddenly, an old woman approached her. The girl wondered who she was. The old woman said, "Why are you crying, little one?" The girl responded reluctantly, realizing that the old woman was a stranger. "Because I'm so hungry." The old woman insisted, "Then you shall be hungry no more." And she swiftly pulled out a petite cooking pot. Whenever you are hungry, just say, "Cook, little pot, cook, and it will cook delicious porridge for you." She then continued, "When you want the pot to stop cooking, you must say, 'Stop, little pot, stop.'" But the old woman warned her, "You must remember those words." The girl thanked the old woman, and the old woman walked away, never to be seen again. The girl was delighted. She made porridge immediately. Following the old woman's instructions and remembering the words, she said, "Cook, little pot, cook." The pot listened and cooked the most tasty, creamy porridge. When the porridge had finished cooking, she said, "Stop, little pot, stop." The porridge was scrumptious. The girl ran to her mother to tell her all about the old woman and the marvellous magic pot. Her mother was excited and ecstatic and said, "Now we never have to worry about being hungry ever again." Whenever they were hungry, they uttered the magic words, "Cook, little pot, cook," and porridge filled the entire pot. The next day, the girl had to go out to run some errands for her mother, leaving her alone with the pot. Whilst she was out, her mother felt hungry, so she said, "Cook, little pot, cook." And the pot started to cook. She ate the porridge feeling grateful. She was so hungry that she forgot to tell the pot to stop cooking. The porridge began to flow, and the pot went on and on. She knew that she had to tell the pot to stop, but she could not remember the special words. Soon the entire house was filled with porridge, and it went on and on. The porridge spilled out and seeped into the streets, and still the pot went on and on. Soon the whole village was covered in porridge, and it continued and on, cooking more and more porridge. The villagers came out and attempted to stop the porridge, but they were unable to. It went on, cooking more and more. The village was swamped with porridge. The villagers thought that the whole world would be covered eventually. Finally, the girl returned. She saw the disaster and dashed over to the cooking pot. Hastily, she panicked and declared, "Stop, little pot, stop." The pot stopped cooking, and the porridge came to a halt. The villagers were upset and tried to clean up the mess, but over time, they grew to be amused by what had happened, and people from all over the world visited the village full of porridge. They all lived happily ever after. The end.